Big news over the weekend regarding the war in Ukraine. We've got CLSKW is trading now. You better believe I picked some up the moment I saw that thing was trading. We've got altcoins on the run. Two big ones to indicate that altcoin season is here. And I've got one stock for you that I'm going to bring up. I'm not going to go in depth about it yet. I'm going to do that later, but I'm just going to bring it up right now at the end just to make you aware of it. Okay. And let's get into it. So over the weekend, Biden authorized the long-range weapons from the United States to be used to strike Russia. Okay. That is a big deal. That's a huge shift in the war. And you are seeing your portfolio dropping dramatically today. If you're a Palantir holder, it dropped 10% right now. Nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. 10%, it hasn't dropped 10% in quite a while. That is a pretty significant move to the downside for something that actually benefits Palantir. Think about it, more war is more money for Palantir. They do a lot of contracts with military. So this is not bad for Palantir. There's no reason they should be dropping 10% off of this news. So they'll I don't know if they'll go up right away, but it might take a couple of weeks. I did sell a covered call on one contract of a covered call on my shares, just in case this news continues to drag it down throughout the week. But yeah, that's a sizable dip for Palantir. That's the big news. That is causing a lot of dips on a lot of stocks, something that I'd be looking for a rebound on after a short period of time. Mara, I got an indicator earlier. I'll see if it still is down that much, but it was down 10%. Let's move over to CleanSpark real quick. So CleanSpark, yeah, Bit Digital down 12%, Mara down 9.8%. Those ones are doing a rough time, even though crypto is up. These things should be up. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. Particularly CleanSpark down 0.5%, but CLSKW is back and they are trading at 19 cents right now. It went as high as 37 cents this morning, sold right off. I got it at 19 cents. We'll see. These candles are indicative of a blow off top, so don't get super excited. You might get a better price than 19 cents. I got about half the position that I wanted at 19 cents. And I'm looking to get the other half here soon. Well, you know what? It might actually end up being like a third of my position. I'm thinking I was gonna do like 10,000, but now I'm thinking I might do 25,000. Not 25. I can't do math. 15,000. So I do like a 5, another buy of 5, and then another buy of 5. Because these look like blow off tops. They just do. That is both of these candles are blow off tops. So I would not be surprised to see this thing either halt again potentially, or come back down to like 14, maybe even 12 cents here. Let's go to the 1 hour and let's turn on some. Man, this thing hasn't been trading very much. Okay, see this? Yeah, this thing has not been trading a lot. It's had like 3 days of trading. Let's go down to a half hour. Give me a half hour. Give me some kind of lines. Okay, what about a 15-minute chart? Can I get a 15-minute chart? I guess. It's like, maybe you can get a 15. How about a 10? Yeah, all right, yeah, that's brutal. Okay, so that's yeah. Pre-market it opened. It was at 26 cents. I'm glad I didn't see it up there. I might have bought it up there. I saw it just now at 19. So I bought it at 19. It's been as low as 18 today. The 21 on the 10-minute is down at 16 cents, and the 200 on the 10-minute is down at 12.67. Oh, look at that. Eyeballing it. I was called 12, and the 200 is down at, on the 10 minutes, down at 12.67. So I would not be surprised to see like a knee jerk down further and see it go down to 12. I see this thing at 12. I'm going to load up on another 1/3 of my shares for this thing. And then if it goes from like 12 to back above the 21, I'll get my last third of these things. So far, I'm going to be happy with 5,000 for now. And that's just what's going on with this one. So the warrants, they are trading. I would not be surprised to see these things if CleanSpark is soon trading over $20. I would not be surprised to see these trading over $1, which from current prices is a 5x return. That's pretty exciting. Now, does that mean it's going to happen? No, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But it is a possibility, especially when we go back down and we look at something like CIFRW. CIFRW, the warrants there. And if we go to the daily chart, this thing has moved from, let me turn off a bunch of this stuff. This thing has just in the last, since September, it came from 68 cents all the way up to 275. That's a huge, huge move. How many percent is that? 68 cents, 67 and a half, whatever, to 275. That's 311%. That's not that far away from the 5x I was just mentioning for CleanSpark. What about this one? 34 cents all the way up to 225. What was that move? 34 cents, 225, 577%. So these things can move big, big ways. And this thing started trading a couple years ago, and it started at 72, immediately jumped up to 350, which is a huge, huge jump. Let's measure that. Let's measure that. Up to here, we're talking 408% was the initial pop. But what was the low? The lowest low that this thing has reached is really 2 cents? Really? That's crazy. Let me see. About 4 cents is the lowest it's reached, and it went from 4 cents in December 2022 to December 2023. In 1 year, it went from 4 cents to $2.25. Okay, so we'll go start here. That is a $4,000, almost $5,000 change right there. Okay, that is a 48x. So if I just dropped $1,000 basically on these, so $1,000, and if we times that by 48, this thing were to 48x, just like CIFRW, and I do think that CleanSpark is a bit of a better miner than Cypher, and we'll see some serious price appreciation this cycle. So that 48x, that's possible. That 4,000% change on the warrants, it is possible. That would be $48,000. I don't know why I needed a calculator for that. That's pretty obvious now that I hit the button. I guess just for illustration purposes. Anyways, $48,000. Go ahead, feel free to make fun of me in the comments for that one. Let's see. That's what's going on with the oh yeah, it's already coming down to 18 cents. So I'm gonna be watching for this to drop to like maybe 12, maybe 12 cents. I wouldn't be surprised to see it down there. It would make sense for it to get there. I just wanted to get my preliminary buy-in now that it's trading again before it halts. Like coming down to 12 cents would be maybe a 30% drop. Okay, that's not so bad. I'd be like 300 in the hole. I've been further down than that before. I'm not too concerned. I'm looking to hold this thing for a while. And I'd even consider selling off. I did sell off a little bit of my CleanSpark to buy these warrants, and I might even consider selling off a little bit more of my CleanSpark to buy these warrants, to buy more of these warrants. So that is what I am personally doing. The other thing that's happening right now is that ADA and XRP are moving. They're moving in a big way, in a way they have not moved in quite a long time. They are waking up. Altcoin season has begun. All right, look at this. ADA up 116% just this month. When was the last time Cardano did a move of over 100% in just a month? I bet you that was probably just this week. Let me go to the weekly. Oh yeah, because it was last week. Haha. So 76%. So 76% and 19% is basically what it had there the last 2 weeks. So I'm going back to the monthly because I like that candle. The last time we haven't seen a 100% candle on. We have not seen a 100% candle on ADA since 2021, and that was 109%. Okay, 109%. 280% in 2021 February was the biggest candle we've seen on ADA on a monthly chart. Right now, this candle that we just saw is bigger in terms of percentage. It's bigger than this candle that we saw on the blow off top in August 2021, which was 109% or 10% higher than that. Now the candle's smaller because we're way lower, but that is a huge, huge move for a coin that some people are going to get offended here when I say this. That is considered a stable coin. And I just recently let go of my ADA too. I let it go at about 40 cents. That's okay. Don't be upset for me on that. I did roll that into Doge and made well over 100%. I am also in some other speculative cryptos. I'm watching Bonk. I'm watching Pepe. I'm watching Ton. I'm watching Say again. What else am I looking at right now? I'm looking at all kinds of things right now. They're all making a chart like this. I'll show you. I'll draw it here on ADA because it's pretty prevalent right here. They're all making this chart right here, where you go to the previous high from like March and you bring it down and like that, and then they broke it sideways and now they're popping up. Lots of charts are doing that. Basically, any chart that's doing like a falling triangle or an inverted head and shoulders or anything like that, any kind of like basic bullish pattern, any of them that are doing that, I'm watching basically right now. So the other one, XRP, let's do this real quick. XRP, USDT, Binance, 123%. Man, I sold my XRP like right before I bought Doge. I rolled it all into Doge. Basically, this is all the money I made on Doge. I would have made it on XRP too. Oh well, I should have just put more money into Doge. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Not too concerned, but XRP hasn't had a candle like this. Let's see, since again 2021. April 2021 was the last time it had a candle of a similar size. So guess what that means? 177 in November 2020. Remember that, November 2020, exactly 4 years ago, XRP had a 177% candle. We're in November of this halving cycle at 123%. Okay. Altcoin season is here. Look what happened afterwards. It came down a little bit, right? It gave back that candle. So you might have a chance to get in here in December. And then January, February, March, April, boom, it just started launching in spring. So altcoin season, it has arrived. I think that we're going to see this translate to our Bitcoin miners here in other Bitcoin proxies pretty soon. I'm quite excited about all of this. Okay. It's time to get excited, I think. Even with today's disgusting move down, I think it's time to get excited. But of course, remember, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. Do your own due diligence. These things are volatile. They are risky. If you do it wrong, you could lose money. Don't do it wrong. Okay. All right. Now that I'm done being excited, this is a stock. I'm going to bring to you this stock. Okay. It's NuScale Power Corporation. They build like small self-contained nuclear reactors. And guess who wants those things? Everybody in tech. Everyone in AI wants these things. Everyone in Bitcoin wants these things. And this stock has been on an absolute blast off since January of this year. This whole year. Look at this. What's the year to date on this thing? Let's see. What have we moved up? How much have we moved up here this year on this stock? 1,306%. And I don't think that it is done. I don't think it's done. Okay, now we did get this inverted head and shoulders that brought us here right now, right? This one right here. That one, that ugly slanted one right there. And then this area right here is a slight area of concern right now. Let's go ahead and turn on some stuff. So basically, they are making nuclear reactors really easy to deal with and to build, and do so on a relatively, on a small scale, but also one that is scalable to make it much larger. But like you get multiples of these things in one location, you got a pretty big plant on your hands. That's what this thing is doing. The reason I'm excited about this is that premiums on this thing are juicy. They're so juicy, those premiums on this thing. Yeah, the premiums on this thing are juicy. Now, what could it come down? If it came down, I'd be looking at the 21 at $21. I was looking at selling like some $20 puts on this thing. Yeah, like some $20 puts on this thing. I was looking at selling a month out. Those are $200. That's 10% almost 10%. It's not quite $200, a little bit less, but if you could collect 10% in a month, why not? Now that does mean that it's risky. It does mean that it's volatile. That does mean that you do need to learn about rolling options before you get into this thing. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about selling puts on this thing here going forward. I mean, I could even do like a 17 or a 16 and still get like 6-7% a month on the options chain for this thing. That's why I'm bringing this to the channel, because the options are absolutely juicy. It's in a hot market right now. They are building something that every major tech player wants. Every Bitcoin miner wants. Their hands on their own power generation, and nuclear power is what they are looking into. And this company is building a small scale nuclear reactor that is easily, like, it's modular and easy to build into sites for these companies. So that's why this thing has been on an absolute rocket for a while. I wish I'd heard of this earlier, but I don't think that it's done yet. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio. Do not sleep on the sticker shop. That link is also in the description and channel bio, and have a profitable day.